Welcome to Crypto Daily. My name is Dustin Knaus, and be sure to follow our show wherever you listen to podcasts. And please, leave a review on Apple Podcasts. I took a little time off so that there would be less noise in the world while the events of Ukraine were unfolding. For my first episode back, I wanted to focus on Russia and Ukraine through the lens of crypto. I also have a pretty big announcement. Putin has been committing war crimes by using illegal weapons and directly attacking the escape routes of civilians who are trying to flee the country. It's clear even his own people don't want war, and he's arrested thousands of protesters for speaking out against him. One Russian businessman, Alex Konankin, even put a bounty out for the arrest of Putin and believes his inner circle will turn on him. Well, I've started an NFT collection to join him called Jail Putin, Save Ukraine. I wanted to harness the power of our community to attempt to put an end to the war and to help the people of Ukraine. Half of the proceeds from the project will go to a bounty for the arrest of Putin for his war crimes, which will allow the people of Russia to finally have the opportunity to have a leader that actually cares about them. The other half of the proceeds will go to aid Ukraine and help those in need in the war-torn country. If the NFT project were to sell out all 100,000 pieces, that would conservatively be $4 million in a bounty on Putin and $4 million in aid. If crypto were to go back to its all-time high, that would actually bring it over $8 million, potentially bringing the total bounty for Putin up to $9 million. If Putin does the right thing, stops the attack, and leaves Ukraine alone, all of the proceeds will go to help Ukraine. Again, the collection is called Jail Putin, Save Ukraine. To continue the news about crypto in Russia, Senator Warren has been putting together a bill to stop crypto exchanges from working with people in Russia. Both Democrats and Republicans are worried that Russia will be able to sidestep sanctions imposed on their banks by using cryptocurrency. Last week, Senator Lindsey Graham said cryptocurrency is rearing its ugly head. As you sanction the Russian central bank, which is a good thing, I worry that cryptocurrency could be used by Russians to stay afloat. One of the draft provisions in Warren's proposal would seek to make it easier to verify identities of customers and transfers to private crypto wallets by requiring financial institutions to keep detailed records and submit reports to the Treasury Department. Now, this has a lot of crypto advocates worried, as it takes away from the decentralized part of cryptocurrency. Also, the CEOs of Binance and Coinbase have said that cryptocurrency is not useful for evading sanctions. Binance CEO Changpeng Zhao was quoted saying, "Currently, the media and politicians are spending a lot of effort and focus on crypto and sanctions. The truth is, crypto is too small for Russia. If we look at crypto adoption today, there is probably about 3% of the global population with some kind of crypto exposure, example, owning crypto. Of those, most only have a small percentage of their net worth in crypto, less than 10% on average. So there is probably only 0.3% of the global net worth in crypto today, and that percentage applies equally to Russia." Binance's CEO also added, "Another reason Russia would not want to use crypto is that it's too traceable, and governments around the world are already very adept at tracking it." They also noted that privacy-focused cryptocurrencies such as Monero would not work either because the market cap of XMR is $3 billion. Compared with Russia's GDP of $1.5 trillion. Coinbase's CEO, Brian Armstrong, also tweeted on Friday, "We don't think that there's a high risk of Russian oligarchs using crypto to avoid sanctions, because it is an open ledger. Trying to sneak lots of money through crypto would be more traceable than using US dollar cash, art, gold, or other assets. So really, our government is spending a lot of time and money on something that's not really helping anything." Although, Switzerland has come out saying that they will freeze Russian crypto assets. Swiss Finance Minister Guy Parmelin says 223 Russians, including close associates of President Vladimir Putin, have had their bank accounts and physical assets frozen by Switzerland in the past week. The cryptocurrency prohibitions are an additional penalty beyond the EU sanctions. A senior official with the finance ministry told the Financial Times that freezing crypto assets was necessary because Switzerland wants to protect the integrity of its blockchain industry. On Wednesday, the European Union also announced plans to crack down on Russia's ability to evade economic sanctions using cryptocurrencies. France's finance minister said, "We are taking measures in particular on cryptocurrencies or crypto assets which should not be used to circumvent financial sanctions decided upon by the 27 EU countries. It will be very interesting to see how crypto sanctions play out and what effect it may or may not have. Well, now it's time to turn our focus over to the world of NFTs. I wanted to take this moment to remind you about the NFT Collection to save Ukraine and put a bounty out for Putin's arrest. The collection is called Jail Putin, Save Ukraine and is listed on OpenSea under the account Innapropes. Half of the proceeds for the 100,000 token project will go to put a bounty out for the arrest of Vladimir Putin for his war crimes, such as killing civilians. We've seen heartbreaking photos of infants being pulled from the rubble as soldiers target residential buildings and escape routes for fleeing civilians. The other half of the proceeds will go to help Ukrainians rebuild their homes and provide aid to the country. At current rates, if the project sells out conservatively, it'll be worth over $4 million for the bounty and another $4 million to aid Ukraine. If crypto goes back to its previous all-time high, it's over $8 million for each. Please tell your friends about this project and consider purchasing one for yourself. Again, the project is Jail Putin, Save Ukraine, listed by Innapropes. Please follow our show wherever you listen to podcasts and leave a review on Apple Podcasts. If you get your podcasts on YouTube, be sure to subscribe and leave a comment there. I'm Dustin Knaus, and thank you for joining me today.